Nnamdi Kanu tell Justice Omotosho his mind, lashed the court as he tell the court what he think should happen to him. Finish. That is the only thing Nnamdi Kanu has just said. The IPOP leader, after the dismissal of his medical report by the court due to the nonsensical written by the Nigerian Medical Association, he went on to speak his mind, to review what he thinks, and you will not believe, Nnamdi Kanu really spoke at length. He spoke at length. In fact, in today's hearing, the IPOP leader have to, pour out his mind and say what he thinks the Nigerian government has done, the politics they have played, and what he feels that's supposed to have happened. You see, this is exactly one of those things that we are saying.
You won't actually believe what happened again in courts. Omotosho, Tinubu.
See that? So now, everything being equal, now that the truth is now coming out itself, and the federal government still trying to, see how to defend themselves and save the country from a public embarrassment, because they are trying to escape a public embarrassment. But yes, that is what they are trying to do by denying Nnamdi Kanu freedom. So it has finally been concluded that the IPOP leader Nnamdi Kanu should enter his defense, and of which they said the defense will be concluded on the 30th of October. He should enter his defense on the 24th. Then the defense will be concluded on the 30th. You are telling someone who is not fit, because the Nigerian Medical Association wrote that despite having all of these ailments, that he can still stand trial. Very useless set of doctors. If they are having that kind of ailment, so they will still say that they can stand for trial. This is injustice, and I expect the international community to come in and interfere.
That examination was never carried out, and the other was.
So I want to pay attention to this information.
September and restated on 8 October. That part of the order was disobeyed. They never examined him. So the report is based on some informal meeting. They held Nnamdi Kanu as far back as 18th September at the DSS headquarters in Abuja. They were invited to do that by the DSS. The court and the DSS are not the same. So what we have in court, or what we were served in court today, quite frankly, we cannot be sure where it emanated from. Did it emanate from assumption, or did it emanate from the examination carried out on 18th September before the court entered an order on 26th September. So we were quite surprised from us, and we felt a bit disadvantaged, but the proceedings had to continue at pace as the court wanted it. So at the end of the day, the court made a conclusion and a ruling that Nnamdi Kanu must enter his defense from the 24th of October and conclude his defense by the 30th of October. So basically it's a 6-day trial window that we are looking at there.
So how fit is the defense now? How fit is the defense counsel, the defense team particularly, entering the defense now? How ready are you guys?
Well, you see, lawyers are trained to be ready for any eventuality. But the justice of the matter is another case altogether. I choose not to comment on that.
So wait, we have to comment. Sorry, sir. I'm one of the members of the legal team. This is a public document. Can brought in by the medical counsel through the prosecution. So they serve us this thing today. And if you watch there in this particular medical report, you can see all the ailments they say that Nnamdi Kanu is suffering from. And surprisingly, somebody that has all these particular issues, now in the last paragraph to say that from your own distance you can stand trial. Someone that is passing through all these ailments. Having said that, too, go to make a consequential order. Say, please, go and examine him and report back to me. They never examine Nnamdi Kanu, only for them to come up with this report. Nigerian Medical Council, they should be very careful because this is a professional body and they are expected to act professionally. In your report, you are expected, I'm not a medical doctor, but I'm a practicing lawyer. You are expected to show that on this particular day, you obtain his specimen. We carried out this lab and the lab showed this. We are talking about somebody's life, for goodness sake. You cannot just enter into your office room and you open your system and start writing trash. And they want court to rely on it. And surprisingly, we are expected to take a date for us to go. And because when the court gave us an opportunity to respond, we are ought to have taken a date to confer from our clients. It was when Nnamdi Kanu said, what? We are the people that even gave Nnamdi Kanu this thing. When the court was about to sit, we are talking about somebody's life. Of course, as a matter of this thing, the Igbos are on trial. This is a war against the Igbos. Of course, you are here. When the president ordered the police and the army to go and negotiate and have a discussion with the terrorists and the non-bandits in this town with their arms, and somebody that is exercising his rights as given to him by the constitution, both local and international legislations, and you say that he should enter trial. Trial for what? What is it trial? What are you trying for? Do you have even jurisdiction? Does the court have jurisdiction to entertain this particular matter? Someone that has been discharged by court of appeal. So we don't want to go into that. This is a trial. Again, these Igbos are on trial. This is a persecution, not a prosecution. And I stand by it. And I'm calling the entire Nigerians. It's the Igbos and the Nnamdi Kanu today. It can be another person tomorrow. And we should stand against it. That's why we are protesting. Why should we be treating a human being like this? Simply because the first Nnamdi Kanu committed it because he's an Igbo man. Can you do it somebody from the north? Can you do it somebody from the west? You cannot. People have been agitating. So boy has been going around agitating for Republic of Ojudua. Have you arrested him? The answer is no. Because Nnamdi Kanu is an Igbo and he feels that nobody can speak with him for him. And we are saying no to that. We can never be intimidated. Nobody is more Nigerian than anybody. Nobody is a second-class citizen in this country, and we are going to fight it. I'm begging judiciary not allow yourself to be used. They know what they are doing. Are you telling me that it was on the 13th? Court gave you 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, you now produce the document on the 13th, and you kept it with you. You do not allow us to go and see our client with it, only for you to serve us 5 minutes before court is sitting, and they ask us to respond. Is this injustice or injustice, for goodness sake? We should call evil. And when you call evil, it will stop existing. That is our submission.
When there was no evaluation, So guys, it is quite unfortunate that the injustice against Nnamdi Kanu has continued. You won't believe what the NMA submitted to Omotosho in court today. To tell you the truth, the NMA faked a medical report against Nnamdi Kanu to show you that they are joking with Nnamdi Kanu's life. Without wasting much of time, I want to be reading to you what the NMA came out in court and said to show you that even Omotosho himself has been bribed to allow what's happened in court today to continue happening. That means they have been bribed. I am certain of it. Look at what the NMA said. They said Nnamdi Kanu fit to stand trial. Ailments, not life-threatening. The National Medical Association of this very country came out and said that Nnamdi Kanu is fit to stand trial.
No more trial for Nnamdi Kanu final. The Nigerian government have nothing to say about this anymore. If the courts is not satisfied with what the rule of law and what justice has revealed on the case of Nnamdi Kanu, then I think the last statement of Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer should stand. Let them have Nnamdi Kanu and do to him what they wish to do with him, because these things are not done in that way. Things are not done in that manner. It's very, very unheard of and unfair. Why will they be treating Nnamdi Kanu in that way? Is it because it's an Igbo? Are they mean fatal now? We have to speak our mind. Look at our leaders who's supposed to stand by Nnamdi Kanu. Look at them. They just messing up. Someone that is very sick. Yeah? They don't want him to go for treatment. They want him to, oh my God. Please, let's share this video. Let everyone know the secret of this wicked act. Yes, to me, it's a wicked act. I cannot be condoned. Thank you.